Hey guys, it's going to be the annual July movie preview, of course. If you guys didn't see the June one, we have changed up the style a little bit. It is no longer a live stream. We are now just going back and forth, basically. That's what I decided that we're going to do. But this is going to be July movie preview. There are a lot of really good movies coming out in July. Before I start anything, let me, of course, introduce my co-host, none other than Kane LaPlante, aka Moosies. Ew. Alright, be that way. Well, looks like I'm doing this by myself, guys. And it's the next day, but let's go. But anyways, guys, let's get more into the month of July, which July has a lot of really big releases coming out. Probably some of the most anticipated movies are in July, really. I mean, I can think of probably like 3 offhand that I'm definitely looking forward to. Some that definitely aren't. We'll get into those, but of course, you know, the first 3 movies we're talking about is coming out this Friday, which is July 1st, which there are 3 movies coming out that I definitely want to talk about. Starting off with the first one, which is The Legend of Tarzan.
You are Tarzan.
You may not like who you were. You may have enemies there. But you need to go home.
Your husband's wildness disturbs me.
This is that I'm very mixed with. The first trailer I really loved. I thought it looked really different. Like, alright, this is going to be live-action Tarzan. We have a great cast here. But then the second trailer I thought showed way too much. It's just one of those trailers that showed pretty much the entire movie in the trailer, and I didn't need to see that. Either way, though, I'm still very excited for this movie for many reasons. One, the cast here is, like, top-notch. I mean, you have so many good people in this cast, from Alexander Skarsgård to Margot Robbie. You have Sam Jackson's in here, Christoph Waltz is in here. Really good cast overall, guys, really. I mean, that's definitely one of the things that I think really is going to propel this movie forward. Also, you have the guy from Wayward Pines, Jamin Hanzu. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he's in this, you know, the one that plays CJ. He's in here. Really good cast overall, guys, definitely. And it's definitely one of the reasons I'm looking forward to this. The visuals here as well really do look fantastic, but it also seems like we have a really good story here focused on Tarzan and Jane and how their story's going to be and things like that. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to go, and especially because this movie takes place, you know, with Tarzan and Jane already married, so I'm looking to see how that's going to be as well. Of course, Margot Robbie's in there, so she's going to be really great. So overall, I'm really looking forward to Legend of Tarzan. I'm hoping it's really good, definitely. You know, well, I'm hoping it's really good. I don't know if it's going to be good. The first trailer was great. The second trailer wasn't that great, but I'm hoping this is going to be a really great movie. I've been looking forward to it for a while, and yeah, so that's what I've say. That's how I feel about it. And then also coming out July 1st is the BFG.
You think because I'm a giant that I'm a man-gobbling cannibal? You can call me the big friendly giant.
Oh my.
I catch dreams. This one sounds like you.
There are bad dreams here too.
Yeah. Run, Sophie. Hide.
Now, this is one that I've talked to you guys about before. Of course, I did do, back when I did trailer reactions, which I don't do anymore for many reasons. I've talked about why, which I will not disclose into right now, but when I used to do trailer reactions, I did react to the trailer for the BFG, and I thought it looked really great. I still have yet to see the second trailer. Actually, when I just edited the footage, that's the first time I saw the second trailer, but I really do love the concept of this movie of, you know, why are there giants, things like that. Roald Dahl has always been one of my favorite children's book writers, and I'm not saying, like, oh, I'll read his books necessarily, but I just find him very fascinating. You know, he always told these stories to kids that yes, they're very imaginative and very creative, but also are kind of scary, and it takes something that's normally scary and finds the funny in it, and I think that's something that they did really well here. Mark Rylance, of course, is going to be the Giant. I can't wait to see how that goes. I think that's going to be really great, and the little girl as well, Ruby Barnell, I don't think I've seen her before, but she looks really great here. Of course, this is directed by Steven Spielberg, and I also really do love the story that we're being told here, that this is a young girl who is the queen of, the Queen of England, basically, and the Giant that's known as the BFG. I'm looking forward to seeing how their little adventure is going to be and everything. Definitely, I think that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So the BFG, I think it's going to be a really great movie. I've heard really good things about it. I've heard the beginning's a bit slow, but then it gets really good as it goes on. Reviews so far have been fairly positive, so I'm definitely looking forward to BFG. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Disney really has been having a really good year lately. They really haven't been having many bad films at all. Really, pretty much every single one of their movies has been getting praised, and I think BFG is going to be no different. But that's, BFG definitely one of the ones I'm not one of the ones I'm most looking forward to in July, but I think it's just going to be a really fun movie, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And then the last movie coming out on July 1st is The Purge election year.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge.
The soul of our country is at stake.
The senator's going to win. She's going to make real changes.
The purge has to come to an end.
At the siren, all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 hours.
Senator, let's begin lockdown.
All emergency services will be suspended. Your government thanks you for your participation.
We're going to use this year's purge to do something about that senator.
Okay, so let's talk about the Purge election year for a second. I've seen the first Purge. At first, I loved it, but that's back when I didn't really understand or get movies and didn't really know how to review movies. Now, I don't think it's that great. So the second one I heard was better, but not by much. This one, I don't know. I honestly don't know, guys. There's a part of me that feels that this could be a really good political thriller, but it also looks like they're not taking this seriously at all. Like, at times, in the beginning, it seems like, oh, it's a political film, but then it's not, and it seems like one of those movies that just doesn't know what it wants to be. Does it want to be a political thriller? Does it want to be a horror film? Because I feel like as a political thriller about the Purge, and, like, someone wants to become president, they want to remove the whole idea of the Purge, that's a really cool concept. There's a lot you can do with that. Show the pros and cons of why it's a good thing. That's not what it seems like this is. It seems like this is someone who, they talking about the Purge and how they want it to end and everything, and then the Purge ends up happening in the White House. I don't really know. I honestly don't really know what this movie's about. It looks okay. I don't really know why we're getting another Purge film. We'll have to see how this goes. Maybe it'll be good. I'm hoping it's more of a political thriller, though. I honestly don't want it to be a horror movie. I want it to be more of a political thriller. The first one was try to be a home invasion, then they tried to make an action movie. This one looks like it's going to be a political thriller. I'm hoping it succeeds at that. I'm hoping it's really good. I don't think it's going to be, but we'll have to see. Purge election year, I'm kind of drawing a blank on how I feel about it. I don't really know, and yeah, so that's how I feel about that one. So those are all movies coming out July 1st. Of course, Legend of Tarzan, Purge election year, and BFG all coming out on July 1st. And then July 8th, we have 3 movies to talk about. 2 that I'm definitely looking forward to, and 1 that I'm talking about because I think it's going to be terrible and I want to talk about it. But the first one, of course, coming out is The Secret Life of Pets.
No?
Bye, sweet pea. See you, Gino.
Bye, everyone.
I'm looking forward to this movie for a long time. Again, like I said, I used to do trailer reactions. I reacted to this trailer last summer, and I said, oh, this movie's going to be coming out next summer, and now it is next summer, and there's a lot of stuff that I really do like about this movie. I think it's very imaginative. There hasn't really been a movie about pets before, and, like, what they can, what they do. It's kind of like Toy Story, almost. When the owner walks away, how do pets act? I mean, honestly, it's a really cool concept, because pets do really weird things. I mean, they chew on things, there's so many things that you see a dog does, and you just don't really understand. I think this movie's really going to get into their head, and I really do like that aspect of it. What I don't like is that the whole pet store part with them getting kidnapped and then Kevin Hart's in it. I love Kevin Hart. I just don't feel he really fits in this movie with everyone else, but I'm definitely looking forward to this. It looks a lot of fun. I do feel it should be more Pixar than anything, because it feels more like something that Pixar would do, but I do think it's cool that Illumination Entertainment is trying to do something a bit different. The Despicable Me movies worked very well for them. Everything else, not really that, not so much. The Lorax was okay, but I don't remember what else they did. I can't really think right now, but Secret Life of Pets, I think it's going to be really good. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really great kids movie, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Hopefully it has some nice heart in there as well. Didn't really see it in the trailer, but I'm sure it is going to be in there. It's getting really good reviews so far, so hopefully this one turns out really good. It looks really good from the first two trailers. The other ones weren't as good, but this one I'm hoping is really good. I'm hoping it's a really good kids film, and I'm hoping that, you know, the animation's been really good this year, minus Norm of the North, but other than that, it's been really good. I'm hoping that this isn't another Norm of the North, and that it is something as good as, like, Kung Fu Panda 3, because that was really great, and I'm hoping overall this is really good. And then also coming out July 8th is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
I'm here with Mike and Dave Stengel. They are looking for dates for their sister's wedding in Hawaii.
Let's make these guys take us to Hawaii.
We're looking for nice girls.
We're gonna look respectable as fuck. They're leaving. It's all part of the plan.
Are you okay?
I am now.
I saved your life! She's okay? I saved your life!
Yeah.
Grandma, meet Alice. She's super smart.
Tatiana, she's a school teacher.
The key to teaching children is repetition. You'd be surprised how stupid they are. Let's play bocce.
Should we take it easy?
Absolutely not. We should let them lose with dignity, which is what I'd like to think we would do.
This is another one where I'm very skeptical. I love the cast in this movie. Everyone here is really funny. Zac Efron's great, Adam Devine is great, Anna Kendrick is the hottest woman alive, and Aubrey Plaza is really good. I think she's very talented. I'm one of the few people that actually liked her in Dirty Grandpa, and then, you know, she was in that earlier this year with Zac Efron. I like the concept of this movie, that these two guys, they can't get a date, they always mess up things at weddings, they need to find a date, they find these two random girls who basically they think are perfect, and they're clearly not. There's clearly a lot going on with them. It does seem like not really a character-based movie. Definitely seems like it's more a gag after gag kind of film, but hopefully that works in its favor, because the jokes in this movie are quite funny, and I definitely do enjoy a lot of what's going on here. I will say that it doesn't seem that like I said, we're focusing more on character. We're focusing a lot more on humor than character, but I think the interactions between those four look a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to go, you know, how they try to, you know, how they get revealed to what they do and things like that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, definitely. I'm hoping it's just a really good summer comedy. I'm worried that's not going to be very good. I've heard good things so far, so we'll have to see. I'm hoping it's good, but definitely I'm not really sure. So Mike Need Wedding Dates, very on the fence about it, hoping for Anna Kendrick's sake and everyone else that's involved sake, it's really good. We'll have to see. I don't know, but I'm hoping this one turns out really well. And then the last one we're talking about on July 8th, I threw this one on here for shits and giggles, and that is Cell.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, buddy.
Are you coming home?
Yeah, soon.
It's terrorists, right? It's gotta be terrorists.
Don't use your cell phone.
Look, if you guys have seen Chris Stuckman's review of this movie, you know why I threw this on here. I mean, this apparently is the worst movie of the year. It has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm looking forward to this for all the wrong reasons. I can't wait to laugh. I can't wait to, you know, see how bad it is, because I need to see this, because it can't possibly be that bad. I know he did a whole rant on it. That is honestly the main reason why I put it on this list. I have no interest in this movie whatsoever. John Cusack and Sam Jackson, I'll watch anything that Sam Jackson's in unless it's shit, and apparently this is shit, so, great, I guess, but, this is really, I don't know how this movie's gonna be. I heard it sucks, so I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but I kinda am for all the wrong reasons. Just, again, I put it on here for shits and giggles, but, you know, I think, Kane's gonna agree with me that this really does look shitty. And those are all the movies coming out July 8th. We have Secret Life of Pets, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, and Cell. Not the greatest week for summer, definitely. Nothing really that big coming out. You know, Secret Life of Pets I think is kind of big. It's probably going to make a lot, but, you know, basically those are the ones coming out July 8th. And then July 15th, we have quite a few movies coming out, but of course, we probably have the most negative received film of this year. And I think no matter what happens, it's going to be the film that has the most hate for any trailer, and that, of course, is the remake of Ghostbusters.
Holtzman, you're a brilliant engineer. Aaron, no one's better at quantum physics than you. We can provide a real service.
I'm joining the club. You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York. And I can borrow a car from my uncle.
You didn't disclose that the vehicle was going to be a hearse.
It's a Cadillac!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh. Did you want to?
Sorry. I'll let you.
Next time. Okay.
Someone is creating a device that amplifies paranormal activity. And we might be the only ones who can stop it.
Holtzman, come on.
Look, what is there to say about Ghostbusters? I mean, everything has been said. Every complaint that people have had, I agree with everything that has been said. I don't think is wrong, but I will also say, I really am hoping that these are just mismarketing the movie, because there are some things in the second trailer that I kind of do like. Leslie Jones actually looks kind of funny. She's the only one that does make me laugh. Melissa McCarthy looks awful. Kristen Wiig looks terrible, and it's mainly because Melissa McCarthy, it sucks because Paul Feig, when she works with them, you know, they do really good movies, but this one does not really look that great, and maybe it's just the trailer, because the trailer for Spy was awful. It wasn't that great of a trailer, and I love that movie, so I'm hoping that this one is good, but I don't think it's gonna be. I honestly really don't have much hope for this movie. I kept saying, okay, we'll see how this is gonna go, but I honestly don't know anymore. Just from the trailers, from all the feedback I've heard, I have no idea how this is gonna go. I don't think this is going to be that great. I mean, it is the most disliked trailer in the history of YouTube, is what I've heard. It's insane, but it really is. And I think what the hate that Fantastic Four got last year, that is what Ghostbusters is going to get this year. And I know it's going to be really nasty, but honestly, there really was no reason for them to remake Ghostbusters. It's a classic, it's iconic, they didn't have to do that. You could have put these four women in a movie together and just not have it be Ghostbusters. I think that's the real issue. It's not that these four women can't be funny, because Kristen Wiig, everyone's seen Bridesmaids, you know, I haven't seen that, but we know what she's capable of. We know Melissa McCarthy's capable of. We know what Leslie Jones is capable of. Even Kate McKinnon is one of the best parts of Saturday Night Live right now. And these four women, I think, could be funny if they had a comedy on their own. Unfortunately, that movie is Ghostbusters, which doesn't need to be remade. I get that they've been trying to do it for years, but I just don't really think this is the way to go. I think they should give them their own movie, especially if this movie doesn't work out. Definitely try to do a movie with the four of them in it that's not Ghostbusters, because that I'd see. It just seems like the jokes here look tiring. It looks really dumb, really stupid. There's a lot of gross out humor, and I'm just not really feeling it. I'm not feeling Ghostbusters. I haven't even seen the first one. I've seen the second one, but not the first one. I will definitely review it for you guys in classic movies, you know, before the new one comes out. But I don't think this is going to be good. I really have lost pretty much all hope in this film, and I think, you know, Kane will agree with me that this really is probably going to be very disappointing. But then the other movie coming out that I definitely want to talk about is The Infiltrator.
We need to send the message that drugs will not be tolerated.
Listen up. Washington wants to make the biggest bust in U.S. history, Pablo Escobar, and his main distributor, Roberto Alcano.
Are you kidding me?
Responsible for 80% of the product flooding into the country.
Promise me this is the last one.
Couple of team changes. Mazer, you're with Abreu.
That dude's nuts.
I know these people. You gotta play with them. You gotta drink with them. You gotta do whatever you gotta do, man.
Meet your soon-to-be wife.
Damn, I need a fiance.
How many undercovers has she done?
It's her first one, but she was at the top of her class.
You don't have to worry about me.
I'm a big girl.
One wrong word.
Here we go.
One slip.
Now, this is a movie that I don't think a lot of people know about. Because of Ghostbusters coming out on July 15th and everyone knowing about that, this movie doesn't seem like a lot of people know, and it kind of sucks because it looks really good. I mean, Bryan Cranston, I think, looks really good here. Basically, it's about the man that was trying to infiltrate Pablo Escobar's, drug trafficking scene. He was a U.S. agent, he was going after Pablo Escobar. It sounds really interesting. John Leguizamo's in this, and if you guys have seen John Leguizamo, you know that he's really good with playing these sort of like drug dealing kind of roles. He really does a fantastic job with that, and I think this is going to be no different. Definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing how this movie goes. I think it's going to be really great. The trailers looked really fantastic. I think this movie could be really good. Maybe even an Oscar film, possibly. I know a lot of people didn't like Trumbo, but I think this is going to be really good. I'm definitely looking forward to Infiltrator, and especially because it comes out the same day as Ghostbusters, I think it kind of sucks that it does, because everyone's going to be probably boycotting the movies, and you definitely shouldn't, because I think The Infiltrator is going to be a really good film. It looks really good from the trailers. I'm hoping it turns out really good, so I'm really looking forward to Infiltrator. I'm hoping for Bryan Cranston's sake it's really good, and especially because of the negative reception that, Ghostbusters is probably going to get. I'm hoping that there's something that's actually good that week, and hopefully, Infiltrator is said film. We'll have to see. And then also coming out on July 15th, this is another one that I don't think many people know about, is Cafe Society.
It's Rose.
Rose?
Your sister. My son. He's coming to Hollywood. The man eats with Fred Astaire and Gary Cooper.
I'm impressed.
Hello? Come in. Sit. Christ, man, it's all about ego. This whole town runs on ego.
Yeah, I'm Bobby.
Bonnie, come in here, can you? Bonnie, this is my nephew, Bobby. Howard's a two-time Academy Award winner.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. You've never heard of me. I'm a writer.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Hey, pal, you bored already?
I'm kind of half bored, half fascinated. My brother Ben owns a nightclub. He's asked me to help him run it.
When will you know?
Well, we have to see if the owner's willing to sell. We're trying to persuade him. You ask politely, people listen.
Now, I'm looking and also not looking forward to this movie for several reasons. One, because of the fact that the cast here is fantastic. We have Steve Carell, Jesse Eisenberg, Blake Lively, Parker Posey, Kristen Stewart, Corey Stoll, Anna Camp, so many names, guys. It looks really, that's a great cast. My problem is it's a Woody Allen film. If you guys have seen Woody Allen's films recently, has not had a good track record. He really has not been having those great of films. I know Magic in the Moonlight many people didn't really like. Most of his films I heard have not really been that great, and I don't know if Cafe Society is going to be... I heard Irrational Man is only good for certain people. This movie could be really good, though. I'm hoping that this does turn out really good. I like the idea of this being, like, movies in the 1930s. I think that's a really cool concept. There's a lot you can do with that. I definitely really do like that. But we'll have to see how this turns out, because I think this could be really good. I think I think the cast here is definitely very good. It's directed by Woody Allen, who hasn't been making the best films lately, so that's the only thing that really concerns me. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to this movie. It's probably one of most of his favorite movies the entire month. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I'm hoping it's good, but we'll have to see. Cafe Society, like I said, hoping this one's really good. And then the last movie coming out on July 15th is a movie that I don't know much about. Kane knows a lot more about than I do, and that is Equals.
It's a message from the collective. Are you overly tired or experiencing increased sensitivity? Remember, physical contact or displays of feeling are a danger to all of us. Let's do our part to help contain this disease.
Did anybody see that?
Anyone recognize it?
That's her first jumper in a while.
I've been watching you. The way you look at the world, the way you experience things, it's different.
This has to stop. If it continues, I'll be forced to report you.
Now, like I said, I don't know much about this movie. I know it has Kristen Stewart, I know it has Nicholas Hoult, and I know it involves the future, and that's literally it. That's all I know. I know it's like a future that's like devoid of emotions, which is a really cool idea. Again, there's a lot you can do with that, and I'm hoping it's really good. Kristen Stewart has really been impressing me lately. She has been making some really good movies. She's been giving some really good performances, especially in Anesthesia. If you guys have not seen Anesthesia, that's a fantastic performance that she gives in that. She was fantastic in that. I'm waiting for her to give that Oscar performance. I really want her to give a performance that wins her an Oscar. Now, is this movie necessarily going to do that? No, but she's doing a lot of movies this year, and I think they're trying really hard to give Kristen Stewart an Oscar, because she really is a fantastic actress, and she really has improved, and I'm hoping that this movie is as good as the one she's been doing, because I think for her sake it should be really good. So Equals, I'm hoping this is really good. I don't know much about it. I haven't seen a single trailer. Again, the first time I saw the trailer was literally what I showed in the description, what I showed, you know, before this video. But again, I don't know much about it. But again, like I said, Cade knows more about it than I do. I know it's an A24 film. That's literally all I know. Let's see what he knows. And those are the movies coming out July 15th. You know, Ghostbusters, Infiltrator, Cafe Society, and Equals, which those two, of course, are limited releases. So not that great of a week again for July 15th. I mean, Ghostbusters, maybe if Ghostbusters is good, I'll be very happy about that. I don't think it's going to be. But then we go into July 22nd, which has 3 movies. Actually, I have more than 3 movies. A lot that I actually want to talk about. But one that I know is definitely going to be really great. The others I don't know, and especially the first one I don't even want to talk about this movie really, and that is Ice Age Collision Course.
From 20th Century Fox and Blue Sky Studios.
Hey, look, shooting stars.
Quick, make a wish. You gotta make a wish. Huh.
Wow, my wish came true.
I'm okay.
Mine too.
Why are we still making these movies? I don't know why. I mean, the last one, Continental Drift, had horrible reception. Everyone disliked that movie. Everyone said the Ice Age franchise needs to die, and honestly, I have no idea why this is coming out. Actually, I do know. It's coming out because they want to make money. They want, you know, more money and things like that. It's a cash grab. It's totally what it is. I know nothing about this movie. I haven't seen a single trailer for this movie, guys. Not a single trailer, and I know it's gonna suck because the last one was terrible, and I know this one is not gonna be that much better. It already has a 14% Rotten Tomatoes, so I know it's really bad, and definitely I'm not at all looking forward to it, and I can't believe that we're still making these movies. I don't think anyone really knows this is coming out. I haven't seen much promotion for this movie. I've seen some promotion here and there, but honestly, I don't think there's many people that know this is coming out. I don't think it's going to make a lot. I don't think there's going to be a lot happening here. I mean, we have some good actors in here, like Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Nick Offerman, Max Greenfield, Adam Devine is here, you know, Michael Straham's in this, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, there's a good cast here, but it's not going to be good. Ice Age hasn't been good since the 3rd movie. That was the last great Ice Age film. I mean, the 2nd one wasn't. I don't even like the 2nd one that much. I only really like the 1st and the 3rd one. So I've never really been that much of an Ice Age person. I mean, I like the Scrat segments, but even those get tiring after a while, so I don't really think this movie's going to be that great. Collision Course, I don't care about it whatsoever. Honestly, out of all the movies on this list, this is the one that I just don't care about. It's really perplexing that they're still making these movies. I'm scratching my head as to why they're making them, and really, I have no interest in this movie whatsoever. Collision Course, I really could just give 2 shits, and honestly, I don't care at all. But also coming out July 22nd is a movie that I am definitely looking forward to, and that is Lights Out.
There's this woman waiting in the shadows.
I see her too. Each one of us is being haunted by this thing.
Mom?
Hey, Martin, what's up? Did we wake you?
What?
A long time ago, I had a friend named Diana.
And something really bad happened to her.
Now, if you guys don't know, Lights Out was a YouTube short that I believe is only 3 minutes long, but I heard it's one of the creepiest things on YouTube. I haven't seen it, but this trailer really does look scary. This idea of, you know, turning the lights off, then you turn them on, then you turn them off again. I mean, that's one of a child's biggest fears, is afraid of the dark. I can remember years and years I was afraid of the dark. I think it took me till middle school, honestly, to not be afraid of the dark anymore. I was afraid of the dark for years, and this movie's really all about that. It's about this bloodthirsty creature that, like, lurks behind the shadows upon this family. Now, my only concern about this movie is Teresa Palmer. I haven't liked Teresa Palmer recently. If you guys have seen, you know, Point Break, things like that, I haven't liked Teresa Palmer. I don't think she's that great of an actress. I didn't realize, though, she was the girl in Bedtime Stories, and I thought she was good in that. Other than that, though, I haven't liked Teresa Palmer, but I heard really good things about this movie, and I'm hoping that she's really good in here. I'm hoping in this movie, Teresa Palmer really does prove that she's as good as an actress as the movies make her out to be, because it really seems like they're trying to make her a big thing. I'm hoping things work out well for her sake. The movie does look scary, I'll definitely say that. It looks scary from the trailers, and I'm hoping it's really good because of that. So Lights Out, I'm really rooting for this movie. I'm hoping it's really good. It's been a good year for horror movies, definitely. There's been some really good ones that have come out, and I hope Lights Out is added to that list. But then the big one coming out July 22nd, probably my most anticipated for this entire month, is Star Trek Beyond.
I joined on a dare. You joined to see if you could live up to him. You spent all this time trying to be your father. And now you're wondering just what it means to be you.
It isn't uncommon, you know. It's easy to get lost in the vastness of space. There's only yourself, your ship, your crew.
You really want to head back out there, huh?
Now, yes, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, that trailer was so bad, but the second trailer completely just, that decreased all of my, you know, worries about the film. I think this movie is going to be really good. I think, you know, I actually really love both of the first two. I love the first one and Into Darkness. I know some people don't like Into Darkness. I really love Into Darkness. I think they're both really great movies. This one looks really great as well, and especially for Anton Yelchin. You know, he just passed away. He, you know, he died in that horrible car accident that he was in. This is going to be the last movie he was ever in, and for his sake as well, I'm hoping that it's a really good conclusion. I'm assuming this is going to be the last Star Trek film. I don't know if it's going to be. It feels like it's going to be. Simon Pegg, of course, looks really great here. Idris Elba's going to be in this one, so that's really cool. Can't wait to see what he does in this movie. Overall, I'm just really looking forward to another Star Trek film. I don't really know what the plot is, but it's another Star Trek film. The first two have been fantastic. I'm sure this one's going to be just as good. Justin Lin directing. Maybe he can do well. I don't know. I mean, I heard he did a really good job directing the Fast and Furious movies, so maybe he'll do a good job with this. The difference is those are two very different franchises, but I feel like he knows what he's doing. I feel like if he knows what Star Trek, you know, if he's seen at least a little bit of Star Trek, then I think you know what you're doing. Star Trek's not very hard to direct, so I think hopefully this is really good. The first two are great. I'm hoping this one's good, and we'll have to see. But Star Trek Beyond, like I said, probably most anticipated of the month. If it had not been for one other movie, it wouldn't be, but for me, probably most anticipated of the month.
The most important thing is don't think. You don't think, you don't memorize.
You don't get paid.
So true, but isn't that kind of fun, too?
Are you working right now? Are you applying for anything?
Unemployment?
Hummus and chips? Hummus and chips?
You pick one person, you say the first thing about them that comes to your mind. Connor, go.
You're fat.
You're dangerous.
You're a little slow. This game hurts my feelings.
It's the great paradox of Weekend Live is, was it good ever?
No.
You should not have said that in your audition. I think that's
I called you, Finn. He's bringing producers from Weekend Live.
Hey, Jack, don't post some showboat. What are you talking about? You know you always do that. Anyone from the industry shows up, you turn into a one-man audition tape.
This is a new program we're working on right now called Cabs for Dads, but my critics like to call it Obama Cabs.
Okay. We will be there. Hey, we're auditioning on Thursday for Weekend Live.
Congrats, man.
Now, I know you guys haven't probably heard this movie, but this is totally my kind of movie. I mean, this is about an improv group, basically, that they are, like, 30 years old, and they're all kind of going their separate ways, and they basically decide to audition for this big, I think, like, it's like some big gig that they all are doing, but only some of them are going to qualify, and it looks really good. It looks like a really good study on just, like, life and growing up, and how sometimes, you know, the people you're with forever, you're going to eventually have to say goodbye to. Keegan-Michael Key's in this, Jillian Jacobs, just really good cast overall, definitely. I hope this is going to be really good. The trailer looks really good. I'm hoping the movie's really good. It has a really good rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'm hoping, I don't judge movies based on the Rotten Tomatoes score, but that just kind of shows, like, how good reception it's getting, so I'm hoping, right now it's getting good reviews, so I'm hoping it's really good. I mean, the trailer may look really good, so I'm hoping. Don't Think Twice is really good, definitely really looking forward to it, and that's how I feel about that one. And then the last movie coming out July 22nd is another movie I'm sure you haven't heard of. I saw one trailer for this, and I was immediately hooked, and that is for Nerve.
Are you a watcher or a player? Are you a watcher or player? Watch player.
It's cool, right?
This looks very sketchy. Is this legal? Gee, life is passing you by. You need to take a few risks every once in a while. I do take risks. Okay, you're playing Nerve. Do you accept your dare, V?
Kiss a stranger for 5
stranger?
seconds?
Just kiss that guy.
Okay, bye.
Now, I've seen one trailer and one TV spot, like I said, but the plot of this movie is really different, and I think it's really cool, actually. Basically, it's, if you guys can tell from the trailer, there's this game that's like truth or dare, basically. It's called Nerve, but it's without all the truths, and anything that it tells you to do, you have to do that designated thing. And basically, Emma Roberts is the girl that kind of just thinks, alright, it's a fun thing, why not? Just do it, like get tattoos, things like that. Nothing, you know, maybe have sex with someone or something like that, you know, nothing really that crazy. But then, all of a sudden, you know, it starts to completely go haywire. The game starts to control her life and everything. The only way they can get out of it is to escape, and I think it's a really cool premise overall. There's a lot you can really do with this. Dave Franco's a great actor. Emma Roberts is a great actress. I think they have a really good chemistry. I think they're going to work really well in this movie. It's really different. It sounds really indie, and I'm really into it, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this movie is. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but also really intense. Definitely looks like a very intense film, and hoping this turns out really well. Nerve, definitely looking forward to this movie. Juliette Lewis is in here as well, definitely looking forward to it, and probably my most anticipated movies a whole month, if I had to be honest. But those are all the movies coming out on July 22nd. Of course, Ice Age Collision Course, Lights Out, Star Trek Beyond, Don't Think Twice, and Nerve all come out July 22nd. A couple other movies come out, but those are the ones I really do want to talk about. And then we have two more movies to talk about. One being one that I know is going to be absolute shit, and one I hope is going to be really good. Let's get to the one I think is going to be terrible, and that is Bad Moms.
You got 4 minutes to get Roscoe to the vet, so I love you, kids. Get out, get out.
Oh my God! Emergency PTA meeting today at 5 o'clock. Will we see you there?
I'll totally get a sitter on a Tuesday night.
Yes, you can. You actually can.
What do I have on the schedule today? You're super late for your marketing meeting.
You have to tell me these things.
I can't believe I'm gonna be late for my first soccer practice.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm trying.
Well, try harder, dude.
Now, I know this movie's gonna be terrible. I haven't even seen the trailer, but just from the cast, I know this is gonna be awful. Because think about this. We have Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, Catherine Hong, and Christina Applegate all in this movie. None of these women are on the same level when it comes to comedy. Not all of them are that funny. They haven't been having very good movies lately. Mila Kunis has been doing pretty well, but other than that, they haven't really been doing very well, and this movie really does look like no exception. It looks really shitty, it looks really dumb, looks very mean-spirited, and just doesn't really look that funny at all. Now, maybe it could be good, maybe it could just be a bad trailer, but I don't think it's gonna be that great. I think, really, these four women, they just don't seem like they work very well together. It just doesn't seem that funny to me, and for me, I don't think this is going to be that great. Bad Moms, really not looking forward to this at all. And then the last movie we're going to talk about, I think this is probably the most hyped up movie for most people in July, the one that most people are looking forward to the most, and on people's top 10 lists, and that is for the highly anticipated fifth Bourne film, Jason Bourne.
We've just been hacked. Could be worse than Snowden. Facial recognition got a hit. Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. Why would he come back now?
There's a demonstration in front of the Greek Parliament building. I think she'll use it as cover.
They tracked you. We gotta move.
Now, if you guys don't know, I haven't seen the other Jason Bourne films. I haven't seen any of them, actually. I haven't even seen the Bourne Legacy, the one with Jeremy Renner that no one talks about. I'll probably watch them before the movie. Well, I'll definitely actually watch them before the movie comes out, because I definitely do want to see this movie. This looks really thrilling, looks really interesting. The fact that he goes into hiding, he's coming out of hiding, that's really interesting. It looks like Tommy Lee Jones is the villain. You got a really good cast here. Alicia Vikander is in this, and, you know, she's just been killing it with movie after movie, and I think she's going to do a great job here as well. So I really hope I really hope it's great. It really does look great from the trailer, and especially because I really did hear that the Bourne Legacy was not that great. It really did not work out in the way they wanted it to. You got, like I said, Tommy Lee Jones in here, Julia Stiles, Carl Urban, really, Edgar Ramirez, really good cast overall, guys. I'm hoping this is going to be really great. It looks fantastic from the trailer. I'm sure it's going to be great. This is tied with Star Trek Beyond for my most anticipated this year, not this year, for this month, definitely. The only reason I'm not, like, hyped out of my mind is because, like I said, I haven't seen the other movies, but I'm sure after I watch those movies, I will be very much anticipating this movie. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think Matt Damon's, just going to hit it out of the park. He's been having some great movies lately. It's awesome they came back to this franchise, because that's exactly what they needed, and I'm definitely looking forward to watching the rest of the Bourne films and then watch the movie, because I think it's going to be fantastic, definitely. And I also get a very Mission Impossible vibe from it, I gotta say. Like, it very much feels like it's going to be as big as Mission Impossible, so I think it's going to be really great. Definitely looking forward to it. I'm going to do what I did in Mission Impossible films, watch those, and then definitely watch Jason Bourne. And guys, those are all the movies coming out in July. Definitely some really good ones, some really bad ones as well, but like I said, overall some really good ones. I think, like I said, some ones I'm most looking forward to. Definitely the two are Jason Bourne, Star Trek Beyond. Those are ones I'm most looking forward to. And of course, definitely want to thank my guest, Kane LaPlante, aka Moosies. Anyways, guys, that's it for the movie preview. Let me know what movies you're most looking forward to in July. What did you think of this movie preview? What movies do you think are going to be good? What movies do you think are going to be bad? Definitely looking forward to August next month, definitely. And hopefully these movies that are good, hopefully, that I think are going to be good, turn out good. And the movies I think are going to be bad also turn out good, but we'll have to see. I know Cell's not going to be good. I know Ice Age isn't going to be good, but, who knows? Maybe Ghostbusters could be great. Really, who knows at this point? But, really, guys, Ghostbusters could be good. But anyway, let me know what you guys saw these movies, and we'll see you guys in my next video, which will be for, I think, for tonight's episode of Wayward Pines, and I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.